Let's introduce you our boat.
Ciao, we are Elisa and Nicola, and this is our new boat, Isidora. We're quitting our 9-to-5s and sailing from the UK, where we live, back to Italy, where we're from, to then go wherever the wind takes us.
Come along with us as we share the chaos, the challenges and the inevitable problems of Liveaboard.
Living in the UK.
But also enjoy with us the freedom and the beauty that make it all worth it.
If that sounds like your kind of adventure, hop on board and let's start from the beginning. It all started in November 2024 when, almost as a joke, we booked a few boat viewings. We just wanted to see what our budget could get us, and maybe imagine what life on a boat could look like. None of those boats stole our hearts, but they taught us something very important, exactly what we didn't want and what we were actually looking for.
We didn't want a lifting keel boat, and we didn't want a bilge keel either, and these are very common in the UK's tidal waters, as this allows you to have them moored in drying areas. And it's also a lot less stress if it happens to run aground on mud or on a soft seabed. But it didn't feel like the best choice for our future plan of sailing long distances. We knew we didn't want a deep fin keel, with the keel just bolted to the hull and spayed rudder. To us, structurally, this felt too weak and didn't give us enough confidence, especially as beginner sailors. We wanted something that felt to us more solid, over-designed and capable of doing offshore. And this meant definitely an encapsulated keel and a skeg-hung rudder or a keel-hang rudder. And it was clear that mainly older classic sailboat met these requirements.
We also prefer 2 cabins, but no boat so big that it will be impossible for us to afford or maintain. Somewhere around 32 to 35 feet felt just right. So our dream list looked like this: 2 cabins, 32 to 35 feet, long keel, and a budget of under 15k. There were not many options at all, as you can imagine. But then, one evening, while browsing online, something funny happened. Without saying a word, both Nicola and I stopped on the same listing, a Hallberg-Rassy Rasmus 35. She ticked every single box.
And then we noticed something strange. The listing had an autograph from Tom Cunliffe and claimed the boat had been filmed with him as an example of a well-kept classic yacht. If you don't know him, Tom Cunliffe is a British sailor and author, famous for his deep knowledge of traditional seamanship. He's sort of a sailing rock star, and he has written numerous books on sailing. But we looked online and we couldn't find anything, so we weren't really sure if it was true.
The boat was 4 hours away, and on what was probably the worst day of the entire season, pouring rain, freezing cold, we drove to see her. And the moment we stepped on board, we knew. She was beautiful. A stunning long keel, warm, lovely interiors. Yes, a few problems here and there, but we could already picture ourselves sailing the world with her. And before we even realized it, there we were again.
We are driving 4 hours
Actually, I am driving.
to go and meet James to sign the papers because we finally bought a boat!
They say the 2 happiest days in a boat owner's life are the day they buy the boat and the day they sell it. And that was it. We weren't just buying a boat, but our dream of building a life to look forward to live.
We travel not to escape life, but for life not to escape us.
We started to explore what we were proud to call our new boat and her little treasures.
The tiller. That's why we've chosen this boat. The wheel does not work, but And you take this, go on the back.
You lift this little thing here and you just use these as your tiller.
We knew thousands of problems and fears were next to come. Only Nicola had done his day skipper and he was now supposed to teach me everything. The excitement, however, took over once on board of our new boat. We embraced the moment and welcomed our new adventure with a chin-chin and a bottle of Prosecco. Oh, and remember the Tom Cunliffe story we couldn't find? Turns out it was real. A few months later, he released a new series, and our boat is featured in it. However, back to reality, the only reason we were able to afford Isidora was because she needed some love, and we were excited to give it to her.
So our adventure didn't start at sea. It started in a boatyard in the middle of winter. We changed the standing rigging, replaced seacocks, we fixed a mast compression issue, re-epoxied part of the hull, and we spent freezing days and long nights getting her ready. After 3 months working on the boatyard, she is finally ready to go back where she belongs, the ocean.
Or at least, that's what we thought.
When the crane came to lift her, that's when it hit us. We felt excited and anxious at the same time. Happy to be leaving the boatyard with our boat and almost melancholic for this chapter that we were about to close.
We weren't only moving one step closer to being the ocean, but we were also walking through all the memories we had made in adventure. We were here when we fell in love with Isidora the first time we saw her, and when we literally jumped for joy when we could finally call her our own.
Here we started to dream about a new life filled with adventures in which 2 days never look alike. This place made us feel unstoppable. It made us believe that somehow we could do it. That we could figure it all out.
We have water. Such a good feeling.
Even when Nicola's finger got stuck in the plinth. It was cold.
It is freezing today. It's like 1 degree. Very cold.
It was overwhelming.
Nothing done yet.
A lot of things to do.
It was tiring.
We are exhausted.
But here is where everything started. This place was our beginning.
But now it was time to move on. Bigger problems were ahead of us, and we were about to be brought back to boat life reality in the harshest way. I jumped on the boat,
Whilst I waited on land for them to arrive, but I didn't.
I think they're having problems because they tried to turn the engine on and there was a lot of smoke. So I'm not sure what is going on.
As soon as we entered into water, I noticed that The seacock in the hat was slowly leaking. It was an old Blake seacock. The guys at the boatyard gave us 30 minutes to either fix the issue or go back to the boatyard.
In our hat, we have these bronze Blake seacock. It was working fine when the boat was out of the water, but then when we launched the boat, I found that there was a very tiny leak coming out from here. So what I did, very stupidly, I just tied up these two screws, which made the seacock not be able to be closed again, right? So there was no way I was able to move this lever. So what I did is, with some penetrating oil like WD-40, something like that, I just put a lot amount of oil. So basically I removed the lever, I took the longest branch that I had, I put it like that, and then with the hammer I tapped very gently here, and at the end it worked. And I was finally, and now it's very smoothly closing and opening, so very happy with that. So
Little drama, they had to lift it again because the seacock was leaking. Now they're back underwater, we'll see.
yeah, keep an eye on it. We need to keep an eye on it.
That's why we're here. What happened?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about it.
We were flooded with emotions, but in the end, we were underwater.
It's a long day.
Yeah, finally, we are underwater.
We still had few things to sort out, so after celebrating with an aperitivo, we started creating our lazy jacks. And then we couldn't resist to finally try the boat on the water for the first time.
And off we were.
Good morning. Today is the day where we move Marina to go in the new one. Now we are gonna mount our jeep back. Ready?
Yeah.
What's next?
I need to fill the fuel tank. We first need to understand how to open the fuel tank.
Captain?
Yeah, ahoy! Ahoy!
How was going out?
All smooth. We are still in the process of learning how a long-keel boat go in reverse, but with some maneuvers we made it.
We made it, we made it. Ready for docking?
Yes, of course.
Another thrilling docking.
It was great. It was all smooth and nice.
Until
Until we got.
until we discovered they were not lit. First lunch, the new marina.
How is it going?
Much harder without an electric one. Almost
I wanted our first morning to be special, so I prepared the ciambellone cake for breakfast.
we woke up to
The birds of the new marina had other plans though. We like to think that this was their way to wish us luck, cause we really needed it. We had dreamed for this moment for so long, and now, after months of searching and working non-stop to get her ready, it's finally time to start our sailing adventure. It will be fun and rolly for sure.
If you'd like to see what's next in our journey, subscribe to our channel and see you later. Ciao!